That's all we want, man. We just want him to not give us unlawful directives. The next time we're out there and recording, if he just leaves us alone and ignores us, that's really what we want. Okay. So that's all it is. So we're just doing employee conduct checks over here.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going back to Colorado to check in on Denver Metro Audits, and he's still up to his same old crap, same shenanigans, except this time he thinks he has some kind of standing to make a complaint, and nobody's really buying it. This is a longer video. We're going to try and cut it down to make sense of it, and they just repeat themselves and do the same old shtick they always do. Let's get into the video.
What you doing today?
Speed enforcement.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just stealing money from people today?
Sure.
Yeah, man, kick rocks, bud.
Nope. Actually, you're on
right
private property, so...
Oh, yeah? So you're going to solicit a trespass or what?
No.
Okay, well then you're on private property too, bud.
Yeah, the owner actually likes us here.
Oh, do they?
They do.
They like you stealing money from people like that?
Okay.
Are you a rookie or...
No.
You're still doing traffic enforcement? How long you been on the force?
Quite many years.
And they still got you doing this?
Yeah.
Dang, man. You're not moving up too quick, huh?
I think the city needs money.
Yeah, maybe the city needs money.
Hopefully from paying all of those lawsuits.
But see, like there actually is a real need for police, right? For people that like assault people or rape or murder people. But like what you're doing, like you don't really think that's wrong.
Speed enforcement is a legitimate public safety matter. There are reasons why we have speed limits, although some people will argue that some speed limits could be adjusted from time to time. And obviously they have that kind of thing in like Las Vegas or some other highly dense populated areas on highways. You'll see an LED type road sign that adjusts the speed as traffic conditions change. Now, this is a very normal matter, very normal police business. They have traffic units for a reason. And for Denver Metro Audits to just go up there and spew all his shtick is just for clicks and views on YouTube.
You just like creating conflicts when otherwise there'd be nothing? Just sitting there with your radar gun?
I don't have a comment.
Yeah, man. I mean, people are just trying to get home, like just go home, you know, feed their family, and you're just like stealing money from them for going 10 over. I mean, what's the least you'll write a ticket for?
15.
15?
Very honest cop. I'm sure he doesn't want to sit there and write tickets all day and deal with everything. There are it's twofold, right? You have a legitimate purpose to pull somebody over 15 miles an hour over the speed limit. That gets you having a conversation with the driver. All of a sudden you find out he's wanted, has warrants, suspended license, no insurance, all that kind of thing that actually deals with public safety. If you get hit by an uninsured driver, that could really negatively affect your life moving forward, especially if you have medical bills associated with the accident. Now, of course, Denver Metro Audits doesn't care about anything or anybody other than himself and his YouTube clicks and views.
What do you usually get when you sit here?
Depends on how many people are speeding.
That's a good
Yeah.
answer.
So here's the thing. If someone is going 15 miles an hour over, I don't agree with people driving fast, but if they're not hurting anyone, it's immoral for you to just like steal money from them, right?
It's not. It's a civil thing that they have with the city. So if the city wants to prosecute it, they prosecute it.
Yeah, but they always prosecute it, right?
That's
I just
between
think
them
that
and
like
the city.
the state of police in the United States has come to like law enforcement being a business rather than to help the community, and like what you're doing right now isn't helping anyone or making anyone safer. There he goes, gonna get him. Let's go. Oh, I can stand right here in this area. Yeah.
I got you. Well, they're trying to get a rile out of me.
No, sir, that's not true.
No, we're not trying to get a rile out of him.
Yeah, don't say that, please.
That's what they all say.
DMA, that's 100% true. You are there for one reason alone. To get any reaction you can to plaster it all over YouTube, whether it's the law enforcement officer or this private citizen who you are now filming. In which case, soon he's going to say, I'm not filming him, but he's very clearly visible in this video frame.
No, we're not trying to get a rile out of him.
Yeah, don't say that, please.
That's what they all say.
No, that's not what we all say.
That's what a lot of you guys say. We're just trying to get a
You guys
reaction.
step back just a little bit. You guys
Hey,
can
you know
record
what?
all you want, but
No,
you
yeah.
cannot record me getting his personal information.
Hey, what law is that?
Well, it's the simple fact that I'm sure he doesn't want his personal information on your camera.
Oh, he's in public, sir. I'm not obstructing you. I know the obstruction law. See, that was his first thing he said. They're just trying to get a reaction out of me.
I know that's not okay to say because that's not the truth. That's not what it is.
Well, if I was trying to get a reaction out of him, I sure got one, didn't I?
He just said he doesn't want you guys filming him.
It doesn't matter. He's in public, sir. He's in public.
Okay.
You know that. You're a police officer. There's no expectation of privacy in public,
There
sir.
isn't.
Exactly. I'm
Alright,
here for
you
your
guys don't
safety,
want
sir.
to-
I'm not.
But here's the thing, every private citizen has a right to not be plastered on YouTube. YouTube is a private company, and if they don't want themselves on YouTube, especially with their personal information, YouTube will take that down. And everybody has a right to request that their information is redacted or taken down off of YouTube. Simple as that.
I'm not here to record you.
Record me, but don't record
I
me.
can record anything I can see in public. That's the law. Cats versus United States. No expectation of privacy in public.
What news organization are you guys from? What news organization are you from?
Oh, we're independent.
Independent from what? What's the name of your organization?
What's the name? What's your first and last name?
What is the name of your organization?
What's your name? Just don't engage with me, man. I'm just here for you, man. That's all.
So even the private citizens of Colorado don't think you are providing a service. Actually, you are a nuisance, and you are harassing private citizens and law enforcement just trying to do their job. We're going to skip forward now through this traffic stop a little bit.
Unfortunately, you're the one that got pulled over.
I recorded my truck.
We weren't. We were recording the officer for officer safety.
Well, we're just here to protect you. That's what we're here for. So what, he got you for speeding, right? So is he writing you a ticket? I would never publish your information, like your name or anything like that.
Not at all.
I wasn't even close enough to get that, for one, but I would never do that. If it did show up on my camera, I wouldn't publish that. I'm not here to dox the citizens. I'm just here for him.
I have never seen them redact anything in any of their videos or live streams. Again, a lot of times this is live. They're completely lying to the private citizens. They don't do what they actually say they're out there to do. This is all for the clicks and views on YouTube.
Hey, I'm gonna be following you around now the rest of the day.
You're not.
Don't be giving me unlawful directives next time.
Have a good day, sir. Stay safe.
I don't see how they think this is a win in their book at all. That doesn't really make any sense. The officer clearly conducted his traffic stop. They did not prevent anything. It's not like there was any violence. Of course, every time they have a video with a little bit of content, they think it's a win. They think it's a walk of shame. They really have no context of what is reality.
Vehicle number 2941.
No, was it?
Or 2925, sorry.
I wrote it down.
It's 2925. They never got his name and badge number, so.
Okay, it's part of it now.
Can I help you?
Yeah. We had an interaction with an officer and we didn't get his name and badge number. We need to get it. We got his vehicle number though. It's 2925.
Do you know where that was?
Do you know where
Yes, Briargate and Union.
Let me check and see who that car belongs to.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yep. Okay, Sergeant's just checking on that right now and he'll be out to talk to you in just a moment.
Oh, okay. You can't just give me the name and badge number?
He's looking it up because
Oh.
it's not it wasn't one of ours.
Oh, it's not one of yours?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, can I get your name?
Yep, my name is Linda.
Thank you, Linda.
You bet.
Not only is it a blue line, but it looks like it's like the blue line's taking over the United States flag.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's really annoying that everybody calls it the Blue Line Gang, but they obviously don't know that all first responders or all responders have that dedicated color in their flag. I think red is fire, white is EMS, military I believe is green, search and rescue is like, I think orange. And I think even like operators or emergency response personnel have yellow. You're calling this out, but you clearly don't even know what you're talking about. All first responders or all emergency services have a dedicated color symbol, dedicated as part of the flag. And you can find their flags to each of their respective services. You can look it up anywhere just with a simple Google. But of course, they call it the Blue Line Gang, and it's just a disservice to actual support. That is a support system for private citizens who actually appreciate what law enforcement does on a day-to-day business.
Hey, Linda, right?
Pardon?
Was it Linda?
Yeah.
We just want to touch base with you. We've been here about 20 minutes. The sergeant's coming out to
Yeah,
speak with us.
he's just on the phone. He'll be right out with you. He knows you're waiting.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How you doing?
Sergeant Dyer.
Okay.
Now, you were requesting information. Can I double check that card number?
I didn't have a card. We just saw his card number was 2925.
Good. I had to track that down. He doesn't work out of here. I've got a name, badge number. What else were you requesting?
Name,
What
badge number.
division?
Ma'am?
What subdivision is he out of?
He is out what we call SED Motors. So he does traffic. He's a traffic cop.
Which so if we want to file a complaint on him, can we turn it in here? Or do we have to go somewhere else to do that?
No, you could.
Okay, can we
Yeah.
get a complaint form too, please?
Okay. Yeah, I can. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come out and see you guys.
Great, come on.
Yeah? And then I can receive that complaint?
You got your body cam? Can you do it on body cam?
Well, yeah, we have to.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll be out in a minute. Okay, sorry about it. I'm digging to try to find this stuff. Okay, so who do you want me to talk to? You or her?
You can talk to us both.
Okay. If you don't mind, come on, you want to step in here with me?
Sure.
Can you sit down? Mm-hmm. Anybody in here?
We get the cool room.
Say again, ma'am?
We get the cool room.
If you want to call it a cool room. Okay, have a seat. Kind of feel like I'm on doing an interview for TV.
It's kind of like that.
You kind of are.
Okay.
DMA, you mispronounced YouTube. Once again, you are not a journalist. You are not television. You are not doing any of this for any dissemination to any of your citizens. This is for your monetization on YouTube for your clicks and views.
All right, again, I'm Sergeant Dyer. I'm up here at the Falcon Division. I'm a patrol supervisor for Colorado Springs Police Department. So, what's going on?
Okay, so looks like you have the information here. So approximately 1449 hours, we approached Officer L. Warren's, badge number 4930, and he was doing a traffic stop, speeding ticket.
Okay.
And we were...
Did y'all get a ticket? Did somebody get a ticket?
Somebody got a ticket.
Okay.
We were just observing and recording, documenting. It was on private property. He pulled in somewhere. Do you know where it was?
I don't have the actual address.
Okay. So regardless, we were there just to document, creating our own record.
Okay.
And he told me that I had to back up. I was probably at least 10 feet, I think. So he told me that I could record him, but I couldn't record their personal information, the person that he stopped.
Okay.
So I explained to him that there's no expectation of privacy in public. So I mean, that's just the bottom line. And I wasn't trying to get his personal information anyways, but.
And you're talking about the driver.
He was trying to protect the driver.
Okay.
Yeah, the officer was trying to protect the driver from you. You are the aggressor here, in your own words. But continue.
Is what he claims.
So he asked you to back up?
He asked me to back up. I declined.
And how close were you?
I was about 10 feet.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah, what do you think is about 10?
Okay.
Maybe at least 10 to 15, 10 to 15, somewhere in there.
Now, just so you know, there's times if you're too close, it could be what we consider interference as a safety element. But okay, no, I'm just.
It can be.
So this officer is being genuine, and he is taking down what he thinks is going to be a legitimate complaint. We all know that this is absolute ludicrous, and there's really nothing here. They just have to film it for their followers, and but he's going to go along with it for now.
I actually have the interference.
And I'm going to just
CRS.
jot down this number real quick.
Sure.
But I mean, as long as you understand that, I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying there is a distance that if the officer, if that was interfering with him actually performing his duty and getting that information, and
Right.
and even as much as being distracted. Okay, if you're distracting him because he's concerned about you, it can be. I'm just letting you know that, okay? But again, I'm not saying that's what occurred. I'm just saying.
That's actually not true because CRS 18-8-104 says obstruction, subsection A, a person commits obstructing a peace officer by using or threatening to use violence, force, physical interference, or an obstacle.
Okay.
So therefore, me standing 10 to 15 feet away, not using an obstacle.
Okay.
So obstruction in Colorado is physical. It's a physical act.
Okay.
So being out of his way of clear view, that's cannot be construed as obstruction. So.
And again, I wasn't there. I'm just
Right.
making a
But I
statement.
was just saying that you said that if he fears that, I might be, feared for his safety, or you said something
Sure,
like that. like
sure.
that's, I mean,
I'd have
the
to
law
review
is written
that.
here and, like,
Any other law apply to that? Would any other law apply other than obstruction or no?
of what we were doing?
No. Again, I'm not saying certainly you guys were doing anything wrong at all.
No, we were just observing and recording.
Okay.
So again, this officer is just trying to figure out what your actual complaint is about, and now we're going to get into it, which again doesn't make any sense, and he's going to lie here.
And then he solicited from the driver to get me to not record, and then he told me that, well, this gentleman says he doesn't want you to record. I said, well, he's in public, so there's no expectation of privacy in public. He said, well, you can record me all you want, but you can't record him.
Okay.
He told me that. It's an unlawful directive. I explained to him, that's not true, sir. I can record anything I can see in public. You should know that if you're a police officer. And he said, yes. He agreed with me.
Okay.
And then I just quoted some case law, Katz v. U.S. It's a United States Supreme Court case law. States no, there's no expectation of privacy in public. So.
Okay.
So we all heard that private citizen ask the cop, what's this? What's going on? I don't want to be recorded. At no point did the cop ask him, do you want to be recorded? No. The private citizen was already interacting with DMA and the ridiculousness of them walking up there. So DMA directly lied here while filing this complaint. Now, of course, none of that actually matters. DMA always lies, tries to manipulate the situation, change the facts about the case to make it a little more beneficial for him from his point of view. But again, it doesn't really matter in this one.
Like he's recording them. I mean, every time you leave your house, you're probably on about 20 cameras, probably at least.
Yeah, I
So
totally believe that.
It's just, and like a lot of the cameras are public record too. We can get those.
Okay, so right now what I'm hearing is just, you think he gave you an all-off order?
It would have been better.
Or-
The first thing that he said actually that I forgot was that, they're just trying to get a reaction out of me. And if we were trying to get a reaction out of him, he gave us a reaction. All he had to do was just leave us alone. He could have just politely explained to the gentleman that these guys, they're recording, they have a lawful right to record, there's nothing I can do about it,
Right.
and they just left. And we wouldn't have even made a big deal about it. We would have recorded, left. We wouldn't have came down here to file the complaint.
Okay.
So he said that we're trying to get a reaction out of him. Well, he gave us the reaction. So what we want is we want police officers to honor their oath, right? So if he swore an oath to the Constitution, it doesn't give him very much credibility when he's telling me that I can record him, but I can't record this guy. That's a violation of his oath to the Constitution, right? So the First Amendment, freedom of the press. That's what we want. We're not trying to antagonize or get a reaction.
Of course, that's a complete lie as well. The bits and pieces that I cut out of there, they keep making little side comments, trying to get a rise out of him. Of course, they don't really disclose those facts to the sergeant here, and I did cut a bit of it out because, again, none of that actually matters. What you're doing is not a service to any of the public citizens out there that none of us actually care whether or not you are there. What we care about are people harassing people and creating situations that otherwise would be non-existent. This situation happens 100 times a day in just one city alone. And you being there is only changing the fact that this private citizen now feels awkward. It's now a heightened awareness for the officer because he has people behind him and he has to watch out for everybody's situational awareness for that point. And now it's just making things uncomfortable. And now YouTube is paying you a lot of money to put these things all over for clicks and views. So we're actually going to end it here. There's a significant amount of time of them going back and forth because DMA got his feelings hurt. Now, of course, they always say that you're not feelings police. You need to enforce laws. Well, DMA got his feelings hurt, and now he wants his feelings upheld and investigated. So he wants to send this off to an investigator and see if he's going to be reprimanded or anything because he got his feelings hurt. So DMA, they're only out there for clicks and views. He got his feelings hurt in this one, and as woe is me, he didn't even get the ticket. Imagine if DMA actually got a ticket, like Regan Benson did a few weeks ago or a couple days ago. They'd be up in arms. It'd be ridiculous. End of the world. The sky is falling. But as we all know, they don't actually care. Normal people don't do this. And that's all we have for this one. If you liked it, please leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel, and until the next one, peace.